The Galactic Council had dismissed humanity for 3 centuries. Earth's transmissions were weak, their technology primitive by galactic standards, and their location in the unfashionable Orion Arm made them seem like cosmic backwater dwellers. The various species of the galaxy, the crystalline Vortani, the gas-breathing Kelthians, and the hive-minded Nexarial agreed that humans were harmless curiosities at best. Captain Marcus Kane stood on the bridge of the UE's Defiance, watching the swirling blue vortex of hyperspace through the reinforced viewport. The massive Dreadnought was one of 12 that had emerged from Earth's carefully hidden shipyards, each vessel stretching nearly 2 kilometers in length and bristling with weapons technology that would make the Galactic Council reconsider their assumptions about human capability. "Jump completion in 30 seconds, Captain," reported Lieutenant Emma Foster from the navigation station. Her voice carried the steady professionalism that had become standard among Earth's naval forces during the long years of preparation. Kane nodded, his weathered face reflecting years of military service and the weight of command. Behind him, Admiral Rebecca Torres observed from the command platform, her presence a reminder of the significance of this moment. Earth's first official contact with galactic civilization would not be a diplomatic envoy bearing gifts of peace, but a battle fleet demonstrating that humanity refused to be overlooked any longer. The hyperspace tunnel collapsed around them, revealing the glittering expanse of the Kepler sector. Before them stretched the combined fleet of the Trilateral Alliance, over 300 vessels representing the military might of 3 major galactic powers. The sleek, curved ships of the Vortani reflected starlight like floating crystals, while the bulbous, atmospheric-capable vessels of the Kelthians drifted in perfect formation. The geometric precision of Nexari craft completed the display, their surfaces crawling with the biomechanical patterns of their living technology. "Communications array online," announced Commander James Sullivan from the communications station, receiving multiple hails from the Alliance fleet. Admiral Torres stepped forward, her uniform bearing the insignia of Earth's newly formed stellar navy. "Open a channel to the flagship. Let them know that Earth has arrived." The main view screen flickered to life, revealing the bridge of an alien vessel. The Vortani fleet commander, a being of pure crystalline structure, whose name translated roughly to Bright Edge, regarded the human ships with what might have been surprise. The Alliance had been expecting a small diplomatic convoy, not a formation of massive warships that dwarfed even their largest vessels. "Unknown vessels," the transmission began, the universal translator rendering the harmonic tones of the Vortani language into crisp English. "You have entered restricted space during joint military exercises. Identify yourselves immediately." Torres allowed herself a small smile. "This is Admiral Rebecca Torres of the Earth Stellar Navy. We received your invitation to join galactic civilization. We thought it appropriate to make a proper introduction." The silence that followed stretched across the void between the fleets. Kane could see smaller Alliance vessels scrambling to adjust their formations, while sensor arrays throughout the combined fleet focused on the human dreadnoughts. The technological analysis would be swift and thorough, revealing weapon systems based on principles the galaxy had never encountered. "Captain," Foster called from her station, "multiple Alliance vessels are powering weapon systems. They appear to be treating this as a potential hostile encounter." Kane turned to Torres, who maintained her calm demeanor despite the gravity of the situation. Earth's intelligence services had spent decades intercepting galactic communications, learning languages, understanding political structures, and most importantly, recognizing that the galaxy respected strength above all else. "Power up our defensive systems," Torres ordered. "Let them see what human engineering can accomplish." The Dreadnought's energy signatures spiked as massive fusion reactors came online. Particle beam arrays emerged from concealed ports along the vessel's hulls, while magnetic railgun turrets rotated into position. Most impressive of all, the ship's adaptive armor systems activated, their surfaces rippling with energy fields that could deflect both kinetic and energy weapons. Response from the Alliance fleet was immediate. Weapon signatures throughout their formation powered down as quickly as they had activated. The technological readings were clear. The human vessels possessed capabilities that exceeded anything in the known galaxy. Impressive, came a new voice. Over the communications channel, a Kelthian admiral, his form visible through the atmospheric haze of his ship's bridge, had joined the conversation. We were not aware that Earth possessed such advanced military technology. Torres stepped closer to the view screen. Earth has been listening to galactic communications for over a century. We learned your languages, studied your politics, and observed your conflicts. We also noticed that every species in the galaxy achieved recognition through demonstrations of strength. The Nexari representative, speaking through the collective voice of their hive mind, added their own observation. Your vessels display technology we do not recognize. The energy signatures suggest power generation capabilities far exceeding our projections for your civilization. Human fusion technology follows a different developmental path than your species pursued, Torres explained. We focused on efficiency and miniaturization rather than raw output. The result is power systems that can support weapons and defensive capabilities suited to our particular approach to warfare. Kane watched the Alliance formation carefully. The initial shock was giving way to curiosity, and he hoped respect. The three species had built their alliance on mutual military cooperation, and Earth's demonstration proved that humanity could contribute meaningfully to galactic security. We propose a formal meeting, Bright Edge announced after consulting with the other Alliance commanders. Your fleet will be escorted to the Kepler Station diplomatic facility for proper first contact protocols. Torres nodded. Earth accepts. We look forward to productive discussions about humanity's role in galactic civilization. As the combined fleets adjusted course toward the diplomatic station, Kane reflected on the long path that had brought them to this moment. Earth had remained silent, not from weakness, but from wisdom. They had used their isolation to develop technologies and strategies that would ensure their voice would be heard. When they finally chose to speak, the galaxy had believed Earth was vulnerable, a small world of primitive beings worthy only of distant observation. The arrival of the Dreadnoughts had ended that assumption forever. Humanity had announced their presence not with desperate pleas for recognition, but with the quiet confidence of a species ready to take their place among the stars.